have to keep the vibe very sexy. That's all we have to do. It's a very sexy movie. We need to keep the vibe of the episode very sexy. Don't you understand?
I feel like you're directing that at me as if like I'm not being sexy, but like, what do you want me to do? What is sexy? What is that?
You know, very like, again, I hate to come back to silk robes, but like we want the vibe to be very...
I don't own one of those.
Playboy Mansion. We want to be very, very, very silken, very like, ooh, mysterious and sexy. That's what
How do I do that?
Well, you just put like a little vocal fry in your voice. Can you try that?
No. I don't know what that is.
You do know what a vocal fry is because you do it all the time. I'm just trying to, when you get a little like that. That's a little...
You specifically told me not to do that.
Yeah.
During the sound check, you said, take the vocal fry out of your voice. I need to be able to hear you speak clearly. So what do you want?
Well, no, because that was a previous episode. That wasn't this episode. That was an episode we didn't want to be sexy. That was an episode about, whatever the fuck. This is a sexy movie. It was 2004. The towers had just fallen. You got Jude Law. You got Clive.
It wasn't sexy. It was a fucking cock tease the whole movie.
That's what makes it sexy. What don't you understand about that? And I agree. Normally, I absolutely agree with you because normally, yes, you want to see gratuitous sex scenes in movies.
You're talking about sex the whole movie. You don't even see one person fuck?
Here's the problem. The sex scenes in the movie, in the other movies, are used to build tension. They're used to build that sexual tension. This movie didn't need that because this movie is sexual tension. Do you understand? Do you understand the difference? Sexual in another movie, you got people chasing a bigger agenda. Maybe they're robbing a bank. Maybe they're opening a restaurant.
And the sex is like a side.
There's going to be sexual tension between two characters, and then you throw in a quick rough bang. Normally, like an excessively long makeout. And then
a quick bang.
And then you see like 3 pumps, 3 off-center, off-kilter, hidden pumps, and that's where you go. Not this movie. This entire movie was sexual tension. The big goal here, the overall picture of this movie was coming. Do you understand that?
No, because nobody even came.
Oh, people come in this movie.
But it's only talked about.
That's what makes it so good in a fucking realm of film where...
You think in 2004 there was a lot of films happening with sex scenes?
Yeah, there were, absolutely. But what I'm saying is in a lot of movies also, you're left to wonder if the people have come. And this movie spells it all out for you. A lot of movies, you're left to wonder, wow, how big is Chris Evans's hog? How big, this movie, they give you all those answers. So
only for one part of it.
Right, but if you see a love triangle in a regular movie, you go, who's laying it down better? But
now we
you
know.
have all of these details that you're wondering that they don't present to you visually in the scene.
Okay.
This movie just gives you the answers, so you're not left to wonder, and then you're left to formulate your own fantasy about it, and that's what this whole movie's about. It's very sexy, very sultry.
I know a man wrote this movie.
Of course a man wrote this movie. It's great. Thank you.
But I think that's why the men are liking it so much. Because I didn't think it was that great of a movie.
I had 10 beers last night watching this movie. And I'm not going to lie. I talked to 2 of my friends. I told them both about it. I talked to one of my friends on the phone for 45 minutes, blacked out drunk, shout out downtown Parker Brown. Gave me a little call. And I definitely remember telling him I loved him, and he was like, "Oh, I love
no,
you." He was like, "Oh, I love you too, Caleb," and I was like, "No."
Not ready for that.
I was like, "Yeah, because we don't have that kind of relationship. We've always been very for the first 5 years of our relationship. We would put each other down, and it was really one sided. But I thought I was very threatened by him because he's so funny. So I wanted to I was,
knock him down a couple.
I was
pegs.
just constantly trying to bring him down, but. Last night, the 10 natural ices flowing through my body. I had just watched this very sexy movie, and I was like, we had a 35-minute conversation. It was great. We were making each other laugh, and then at the end, I go, "Hey, I love you," and he went, "Oh, I love you too, Caleb." I was like, "Perfect. All right, drive safe, buddy." Then I get it, and I'm like, and then at the end, I'm like, "But seriously, you need to watch." It probably went. You seriously need to watch Closer, dude.
You're gonna tell him that's what the movie's called now?
Closer, 2004, starring
all of them mentioned.
Clive Owen, Jude Law, Natalie Portman, Julia Roberts, and Julia Roberts is somehow the sexiest person in this movie.
That's your opinion. I thought Natalie Portman looked better.
And that's again, you're perceiving this movie entirely wrong. Because, again, you thought that this whole movie was a cock tease. Natalie Portman's character in this movie is the one that in a normal movie you would gravitate towards. She's slutty.
Okay.
She's more objectively attractive, but she's putting it all out there. In this movie, she's a whore. You know what I'm saying?
She's a stripper.
She's a stripper. She's a whore.
I called her a lady of the night when we tried to record this the first time, and you were like, she never said that. She never said she was a hooker. You're just assuming.
Right. She didn't say she was a hooker. There was, let me just bring this.
Okay.
There was, in this entire movie, there was no mention of exchange of, monies for sex.
No, but money for taking her clothes off and slipping her panties to the side and showing her
That's
goodies.
not a hooker. That's a stripper. Don't you understand that the
strippers are not sexually?
No,
there's no sex.
No.
They couldn't touch, actually.
And I believe that the strippers, like, none of them are enjoying their jobs. I think if some hookers...
You think hookers enjoy their jobs?
Probably because they're at least getting genital stimulation out of it.
I don't think so.
You don't think they're getting...
I mean, I don't think they're in it for the pleasure. I think they're in it for the money.
I'm not saying they're in it for the pleasure, but I'm saying it's probably better.
You think there's foreplay happening?
Oh, yeah, with a hooker?
No, dude, no. No foreplay. No, this dude is coming in already rocked up and just going in probably dry. Maybe he's licking it. Maybe she's licking it. I don't know. I don't think there's any foreplay for her.
You're telling me that people are paying money and then they're just... So what, they're paying for 4 to 5 minutes at a time? The foreplay is Oh, I disagree. I
not know how that works?
No, I've never had a hooker.
That's
Lauren.
good. That's good. But from what I can tell in the movies and stuff, it's like a quick.
But I agree that maybe the foreplay may not be centered on her, but there's gonna be foreplay. You're not paying $20 or however much and not get your dick sucked, and I promise you that.
Well, maybe that's all he's getting for $20.
Oh, yeah, there are some blow girls.
Blow only.
Blowonly.
Blowonlys,
yep.
Blowonly fans.
Yeah, blowonly flans. And then we have coined a term, and spontanal. I have a separate friend who is in a new relationship, and he's having all sorts of spontaneous anal sex with her, and I'm for some reason getting...
He's jealous.
I'm not jealous. I'm getting all the details, and I'm going... How is there spontaneous anal sex? Like, I don't understand that.
Well, how do you think gay people have spontaneous sex?
They don't. There's like a 5-hour routine. I watched a YouTube video about it.
You did?
Yeah, a dude being like...
tutorial?
I watched a guy be like, you think you're going to give that pussy up? Well, the process starts yesterday.
Oh.
And you're going to do a coffee enema.
Oh.
You're going to not eat dinner the night before. So, like, there's all this stuff.
You're starving yourself for the dick?
Yeah, because you don't want anything in the system. So you have to deplete yourself, and then think about how bad it feels to not eat for a while, and you get real shaky and lightheaded.
And then you get fucked up the butt.
And then you're getting cornholed.
I would pass out.
I don't understand why anybody who's gay chooses to be a bottom.
Maybe they eat right before.
Oh, that doesn't sound comfortable.
You're right. Well, I'm not saying they're eating a big meal. I'm just saying they're having a light snack.
Meet me at Quiznos and we'll go back to my place and
Quiznos.
I'll give you some spontanal.
There's one Quiznos left in the world.
Meet me at the Quiznos in Hagerstown, Maryland, and then we'll stop by the truck stop. I'll fill you up. I'm just saying that.
Oh my God.
I think like truck stop gay sex is probably a mess, but I'm saying like
spontaneous for sure.
Oh, absolute.
Any truck stop sex
and
is quick and dirty.
That's why they have showers in all the truck stops. It's literally so that guys can wash different things off of their genitals. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I mean, I've never been to.
Do you know what I mean?
No, I've never been to a truck stop.
So there's that. There's all the preparation, and I just don't understand how it's working. But I would honestly, that meme of I totally understand being gay. I do not understand being a bottom. And it's not even from like a place of homophobia. It's going like, why would you
choose that?
Why would you choose the thing that's so much work? And then this dude just shows up, eats a sandwich and just sticks his dick in a hole. and you haven't eaten since 4:00 yesterday, and your boss is being a dick, and you're watching TV at night and you can't concentrate on it because your blood sugar's crashing. You're sucking on a honey packet. You know what I mean?
You're eating a lemon wedge. Fucking, don't worry, it'll all be worth it.
You're fucking chipping away at ice cubes, like little ice chips. And then once he comes, he has no interest in making you come.
Oh, well, maybe he makes him come first. Maybe there's like fellatio or...
See, that's another thing that I don't understand logistically about being gay. And this has probably been discussed ad nauseum. And I'm sorry if this is hacky or whatever, but I don't understand who decides who comes first, because once I come, I'm not, you know what I mean? Like once you come, you're not like, oh, let me take care of you. That's just going to feel, going to feel icky.
What?
Yeah. Cause like you're already done. You know what I mean?
I think that happens for a lot of women.
Oh.
Like if they come first.
Mm-hmm. You mean if the guy's a fucking gentleman? Is that what you're talking about?
So like why is the situation different with gay men then? A gentleman makes his man come and then he takes care of his own.
Because
in his ass.
Right. Because you don't have a prostate that's being poked at that just got depleted. That's what I'm saying. I think it would be physically uncomfortable. That's what I'm saying.
You wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know. Thank God.
You wouldn't know.
Tell me, why are you bottom?
Or, okay, maybe.
Why are you gay?
Maybe the top comes and then he services his bottom. I don't know. Maybe they switch.
That's what I'm talking about.
Maybe you're the bottom first and then he's the bottom.
Oh, you bottom first. You get it. And then once they're done, you're still ready.
But there's still a prostate that's enlarged in question. So I don't know. Because the way that you're talking, I don't know. I don't have a prostate.
Well, I'm just saying, once you come, like sometimes like even your balls hurt. Like they get so sensitive that like, you know, a gust of wind brushing against them would be like, ooh, you know. So I'm just saying,
getting
railed in your ass afterwards, I would imagine, you know, wouldn't be the comfiest thing.
I don't know.
That's just me.
These are appendages and things that I don't have.
So this movie came out in 2004. The song of the week, top song of the week, December 3rd, 2004. It is a Christmas movie.
Right.
There's
no mention of Christmas in there.
No, but the spirit of Christmas is there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Saint Dick. Saint Dick.
My Boo by Alicia or whatever.
Alicia Keys and Usher.
Yes, and Usher. I thought Usher was the guy with the Band-Aid. Lauren told me that's Nelly. And
Usher made Confessions.
Usher's the one with his Air Force Ones, that guy.
That's Nelly.
No. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Nelly sings Air Force Ones.
Usher's the dude who's if you want to go and take a ride with
Nelly.
me. That's Nelly.
Yep. Both of those are Nelly.
Oh, okay.
Like I just said, Usher sings Confessions, which is like one of the most noteworthy.
Shimmy, shimmy, Cocoa Puff, pass it to me now.
That's Nelly.
That's all Nelly.
Down, baby. No, yeah, that's Nelly. Usher also sings, let's see, you don't know Confessions, which is like the craziest one.
Usher was the dude who was trapped in the closet and started banging all those young girls.
That is R. Kelly. And you know that.
I don't know who Usher is.
Yes, you do.
I'm looking him up.
Everybody knows who Usher is.
I've never seen that man in my life.
I'm pretty sure he performed at a Super Bowl.
If anything,
last year's Super Bowl.
You know what? I do know this guy. I met him at the DMV.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, he had bleached hair at the time. He was wearing I found it odd he was in the DMV with no shirt, but he was wearing gloves.
He had bleached hair at the time?
Yes, he had bleached hair and
he was wearing gloves. Michael Jackson?
He was wearing like sparkly sequins gloves, yeah. So this movie, guys, is like a commentary on not only sexual tension, but the mating habits of British people.
Yeah, it gets set in London.
The film, that'd be so funny if David Attenborough did a voiceover for this movie. And we see here.
And here we see.
This is a man named.
The British man in his natural habitat. You have to have
an anonymous sex chat room. And here we see Doc 9. Called Doc 9, of course, because he has a 9-inch penis.
9 inches is pretty rare in this animal kingdom.
He is also a doctor, so hence Doc 9. And here we see Jude Law And there's a German Shepherd outside. How the fuck?
With no owner?
No, there's an owner. It's an old woman who looks like a lesbian, and I'm sure she's our new neighbor.
Nice.
Another one.
A nice new neighbor with a new dog.
So it's a busy morning in London, and Jude Law is like a dorky obituary writer.
Yeah.
Which just goes back to my fucking long-stated opinion that no one in Britain has a real job. Like, he's an obituary writer. I don't know about where you guys are from, but here the family writes the obituaries. You just put them in the paper.
He is a famous person's obituary writer. So, like, he's getting...
How many people are dying?
Like I said, I'm sure he's traveling. He's like writing the world news. It's probably not just in Britain, London. It's probably in India, US.
He doesn't have a busy day unless there's an explosion at the malt vinegar factory.
I'm thinking at least one or two famous people die a day.
No, fuck no. Who died today?
I don't know. Google
Who
it.
died yesterday?
I don't know. Google it.
Right.
We wouldn't know. Every famous person that's of noteworthy throughout the whole world, like military people, government people.
Military people are famous to you? Other than Sergeant Slaughter?
Sergeant Slaughter.
Sergeant Slaughter.
Who's that?
Don't play with me.
I don't know who that is.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll fix this after the show.
I'll fix you after the show.
Please. So Jude Law plays like an obituary writer, and they want to point out that at the beginning of the movie, he's very nerdy. And how do they do this? They don't change a single thing about him from the end of the movie, except they put wiry glasses on him.
Yeah.
And he's acting very timid and frail.
Yeah.
And like, he's like just shy. He's walking down the street. He sees homegirl, fucking Natalie Portman, dressed like a slut with pink hair.
Mm-hmm.
She gets hit by a car.
Right.
And then he rushes over to save her, and he just takes her to the hospital.
Right. And then they form a little bit of a kinship. They start walking around London. Natalie Portman tells him...
They visit the malt vinegar factory.
Right.
This is where my father worked.
There's actually obituaries of people who've died in the malt vinegar factory pasted on the wall.
This is the obituary of J.D. Hines, the purveyor of the finest malt vinegar in all the land. You ought to see what it does to a basket of chips. They just put vinegar on everything. I love
think
it.
They do. Yeah, I think it's very common.
So he goes to the office. She's there. He's like, hey, I probably shouldn't be talking to you because I have a girlfriend.
Called Emily.
I have a girlfriend called Emily.
I don't really know if that was her name. It was like, that's what he said.
So he's like, never mind. We can talk. What's your name? And she says, Alice Ayres. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a very important plot point. Alice Ayres.
And she tells him that she's there. She just came from New York. Doesn't really say why.
Nope. And we don't really know much about her backstory, which again, very sexy, very intriguing.
It's a mystery.
It shoots to 1 year later. Dan is now no longer a nerd. He's removed the glasses. He's wearing a suit that fits him. Mm-hmm. And now he's very confident. He's written a novel.
A novel? He's written a novel about his little mistress here.
He's written a novel about his little fucking fancy feast.
His little fanny fack.
His little fanny fack. So he's written a novel about her life. And he's a big star now, whatever. He's
going to get his portrait photographed.
And he runs
into the book, right?
Yes, for the back of the book, He runs into American photographer Anna Cameron, played, of course, by a very sultry, very innocent-looking Julia Roberts. Now, she is mature in the movie. She's a MILF. She's
older than Natalie Portman's character, for sure.
She's a mature woman with big naturals.
She doesn't have kids, though.
She's got no kids. She's a photographer.
But she's recently divorced.
So she's photographing him. He's flirting with her. They start making out, right?
Yeah.
But then...
He stops her and he goes, my girlfriend will be coming soon.
Yeah, that's what's weird is like he's making out with her. They look like they're about to fuck. Yeah. And then all of a sudden he's like, she'll be arriving.
But also,
and so will you.
It was insinuated that he was going to try to do something like before she came. Like he was like looking out the window, like looking at his watch. Like, do we have time?
He was going to give her the hooker treatment. He was just going to pull his bricked up cock out and bam it in there.
Yeah.
But no, she shows up and she's like, I got to come in and use the restroom. She leaves. And
she goes to the restroom. They have a little conversation, which they think is in private.
Yep.
Natalie Portman comes out of the bathroom and she's like, I want you to photograph me, but you need to leave, Buster. That's what she calls Jude Law's Buster.
Mm-hmm.
You need to leave because it's lady time. So he's like, oh, okay, I'll go to the pub. I'll head down to the pub.
That's where they all go. That's where they live.
And when he leaves, Miss Natalie is posing in front of the camera and she tells Julia Roberts that she heard the conversation and that she knew that something had happened between them. And Julia Roberts was like, look, I don't want your man. He's yours. And then she starts crying. Yep. Natalie Portman starts crying. And then she turns around and she goes, just take my picture.
And he takes a very tasteful black and white photograph of her crying against a window, looking out at London. And she leaves, doesn't bring it up to Dan, doesn't bring it up to Jude Law.
No, literally just goes and lives her life like nothing happened. And one thing I will say about this movie is time moves and we don't understand how long. We don't figure it out until we hear a story because it's like, oh, this must be in the future because this doesn't make sense. And then we find out from the characters, oh yeah, it's been a year. Yeah.
So then another year later, Dan, Jude Law, is you find out he's got like some sort of sexual addiction. And he's typing on a cybersex chat room called...
Oh, no, this was right after he met her.
It says a year later.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It says another year later. So he's in this cybersex chat room, londonanonsex.com, and he's typing to Larry Gray, who's a British dermatologist. Mm-hmm. And he's saying, and Jude Law is pretending to be a woman. He's pretending to be Julia Roberts.
Yeah, he's pretending to be her character, Anna.
Yes, and he's saying all sorts of crazy things.
Nasty stuff.
We find out that the doctor, Larry, played by Clive Owen, has a 9-inch penis. Mm-hmm. He's in the doctor's office. He pulls it out. He's chatting. He's got his 9-inch penis somewhere hanging by his knees. He's typing. They're having like foreplay. She's like, I'd really love for you to fill my arse. She's saying, she says,
we need to meet.
No, she says, fill my mouth and my arse.
They were talking about sexual fantasies and she said that she wanted, well, Jude Law said that she wanted to have, like a queue run up, like have a queue of men waiting to fuck her and fill her holes or whatever.
That's what they call a train in Britain. They go, queue? I've got to go catch the queue. You know,
a queue is like a line.
You won't believe my uncle was on the queue tracks the other night. Got hit by a fucking train and died. He's queued up on the tricks.
There was a British lady, I told you about her, Bonnie Blue, who was going to set up a little zoo where people could just come and fuck her. And she wanted to have all of the men of Britain fuck her.
It was a heavy petting zoo?
Yeah.
Nice.
Something like that.
Very nice.
They shut it down, though. The people of Britain, they said, no, you can't do that here.
That would have been fine to be number one, but if you're the 700th guy...
No, the worst part is this isn't like her first stunt like this. Like, she already probably has like thousands of men under her belt. Like, she actively goes and tries to fuck as many men as possible.
I'm assuming using protection.
I don't know.
I mean...
I haven't done much research on her. I just know from what I've heard about her is that she just wants to spread her body.
STDs.
And her legs.
And her legs. So Jude Law, Dan, is pretending to be her, and he sets a meeting at an aquarium.
A meet cute.
Where he knew that she would be. So Clive Owen shows up feeling very confident and very sexual. He's like, what was that bit about your arse?
Yeah, and she's like, excuse me?
Yeah, and he's like, you said you wanted me to wear your wet knickers?
Your wet knickers?
Your wet knickers?
And she's like, no.
No, she's like, they're not wet. They're dry as hell. And
she's like, I'm confused as fuck by what's going on here.
Yep, so they figure it out, what's going on here. And Anna's like, Julia Roberts is like, yeah, you've been pranked. And I think that this guy is probably... the guy responsible.
Yeah, she's like, I have a feeling it's this guy. I think he has a little bit of a crush on me. And then he's like, well, are you two a thing? And she's like, no.
Yeah.
And but then they become a thing.
They become a couple. And then they have an
art exhibition.
And they're both kind of going for each other's lovers. They're like...
Yeah, because Natalie Portman's portrait is on display at this... exhibit, whatever, and so they go there.
Yo, dog, I heard you like art exhibitions. That's exhibit. Yo, dog, we heard you love crying bitches in London.
So look what we did to your car.
Look what we did.
Your ride.
We put a crying bitch from London in your car. So you want to be a player?
Oh shit!
But your wheels ain't fly.
Yes.
Just call us up.
Yeah.
come and fuck you guys. So
yeah, they're at this, and then she meets Doc 9.
And they all start having affairs with each other. Yeah, it's really the biggest thing.
That's really what's happening.
And then, so they're fucking each other's people.
Well, okay, I think that Natalie Portman's character was faithful up until she found out that Jude Law was fucking Julia Roberts.
And then Clive Owens comes home from a fucking dermatologist convention.
Yeah.
And he's like, I brought you these shoes.
He's like, fancy a little poke. And she's like, no, I just took a bath. What?
He's like, well, I'll be tending to myself in the garden then. So he's about to jerk off. And he's like, just going to go take care of himself. He's walking up the stairs and he's like, why'd you take a bath if you look like you're dry?
No, he said, why did you get dressed? 'Cause she's wearing like normal clothes instead of, I guess, like her sexy nightie. Mm-hmm. And she's like, oh, we needed milk. And he's like, okay.
Yeah. And then
something ain't right. Also, they've been married now. They're married.
Yes.
This is in the future.
he can pretty much smell the dick on her.
Yeah.
He's like.
So he comes down clothed and she's like, why are you fully clothed if you just took a bath? And he goes, because I think you might be leaving me. And she's like, oh no, he somehow found out. But then, plot twist, what does he tell her?
He fucked a whore.
Fucked a whore in New York City at the fucking dermatologist convention.
Yep, she had a condition and she sought him for treatment. And the condition was an empty pussy.
It was his 9-inch dick.
It was an empty, she said, I need to be rearranged. And he said, I think I've got just the tool for the job.
Yeah, but you know what? She says, oh, that's okay. And he's like, why is it okay?
Yeah, and she says, because I've been fucking Jude Law for a year. And he's like, did you shag him tonight? And she's like, yeah.
And she's like, he's like, is that why you changed? And she's like, no, don't make me do this. And he keeps pressuring her. He's like, did you have sex in this house? Did you bring him here? And she's like, yes, we did. Is that what you want to hear?
Did you have? Let's do it.
Okay.
Did you fuck him here on this couch?
Yes, I did this evening.
How many times?
No, he didn't say that.
Oh.
He said, she's walking away because she's like, why do you want to hear this? And he's
says,
like,
how did he have you?
Yeah, how did he have you? And she goes, I was on top and then he he fucked me from behind. Is that what you want to hear?
And how many times did you come?
She said twice. Once while what did she say?
Once while he was going down on me. And another time when.
And then she didn't say when it was. She just said once when he was going down on me. And then he was like, did you play with yourself when he fucked you from behind? And she said, yeah. Yeah, I did. And he was like, I'm a caveman. This hurts me. She's like, why do you want to know? He's like, because I'm a caveman and I need to know.
Yeah. So then they go their separate ways. Jude Law.
Trying to break up with Natalie Portman, but she's desperate.
She's so pathetic. She's like, please,
in her defense, she literally doesn't have anyone else in London. She's been with him since she got there, however many years ago.
Yeah, that's fine. But I mean, like, he says, this is going to hurt. I don't love you anymore. And I've been shagging Anna.
Well, also she does try to leave and he says, no, you can't leave. So like there's a weird power play going on with Jude Law this whole movie. Like he wants to have it all. Mm-hmm. He wants to have his cake, which is Julia Roberts. And then he wants to eat it too, which is Natalie Portman.
So then she leaves him.
She leaves.
She's working now as a stripper.
Yeah.
He goes down to the strip club.
Well, he being Clive Owens
goes down to the strip club and he's like, pull your panties to the side. And he's like,
first he's trying to make her say that it's her because she's wearing a wig. And he's like, what's your name? And she's like, Jane. And he's like, tell me your real name. He's just shoving money in her
pussy.
No.
Yeah.
It's a garter or garter. What's it called?
No, Lauren's misremembering. She was spread open and he was
inserting it like a coin
bills.
Bank.
Yeah, it was, and there was like a ding, like, you know, like a,
yeah,
there was one of those.
But anyway, what happens? Oh, he's like begging her to fuck him. And she's like, I can't touch you because we're not
on camera.
Obligated.
Yeah.
And
I'm not obligated.
I'm not obligated to touch you, sir.
Go have yourself a friendly poke.
Yeah. And then we don't know what happens after that because he starts sobbing in the stripper like private area and it cuts to the next scene.
Yep. The next scene now.
Which is Julia Roberts meeting
Clive Owen at
Jude Law at the opera.
Oh yeah. The opera, whatever. No, Yeah, and then it flashes back.
Yeah, because what's happening is she's trying to get a divorce so that she can be with Jude Law because she loves Jude Law. So she meets him at the opera house. She's all flushed. And he's like, oh, are you okay? Did you have to rush? And she's like, no, everything's fine. And he's like, did he sign the papers? And she's like, yeah. So then they go into this bar. They have a little nightcap, whatever. He goes to the bathroom. While he's in the bathroom, we get Julia Roberts' flashback of her meeting Clive Owens in the bar at some fucking random London restaurant. Who knows? And she's like, sign the divorce papers. He's like, fuck me one more time.
Yep.
Fuck me one more time, and I will.
He's like, you've been having me under a ruse for the past year. I think the last thing you
owe me your body.
You owe me your body.
And guess what? She does it.
Yeah.
She does it because why wouldn't she?
And she came twice again.
Well, we don't know.
Once when he was going down on her, and once he had his legs over her shoulders and he was giving her the old 9-inch jackhammer.
But he did sign the paper.
He signed the papers, but then
somehow Jude Law has some sort of weird like instinct thing while he's washing his hands in the bathroom. He's like, oh my God, they fucked.
Yeah, he's like, hold on a second. He like fucking runs out. He's like, did you shag him?
Did you shag him to get him to sign the papers?
Did he make you horny, baby? Yeah.
And she's like, yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, that's great.
She's like, but I thought you'd understand because you love me and because I had to do it so that we could be together. And he's like, I don't know.
Yeah. Long story short, Jude Law and what's his name? They meet up, and because
at this point, Clive Owens and Julia Roberts are back together.
They're back together.
That one fuck was all it took.
Yeah. She forgot what she was missing.
Yeah.
And he also knew they were fucking because she was sitting on a pillow at the she requested a pillow at the restaurant. And then he meets her and he's like, yeah, I fucked Natalie Portman too, by the way.
And Jude Law's like, what?
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I fucked her. And Jude Law acts like he can handle it, but then he gets back together with Natalie Portman, and then they have a big fight because he's upset.
He's like pushing her. He's like, just tell me you fucked him. And she's like, no, like I didn't. He came to the club. I danced for him. That's it. And he's like, I just feel like you need to tell me that you fucked him.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to go get a pack of cigarettes, and when I come back, you're going to tell me about how you fucked him.
Right. And then
run down the street to the terminal for a fag.
Which what does that mean? Like the metro terminal?
No, they were at an airport.
Oh.
Yeah, so he goes down, he buys a pack of fags, and then he comes back and she's like, yeah, I fucked him. And
she's like, I'll tell you the truth, but then we can't be together anymore. And he's like, what do you mean? She's like, yeah, I mean, once I tell you the truth, like you're not going to love me. And I've just decided that I don't love you. So.
Yep.
And she's like, we fucked all night.
And he's
like, it was good. She's like, I prefer you.
But it was really good.
But it was good. And Jude Law's like, oh, I'm fine. Like, I'll forgive you. It's fine. And Natalie Portman's like, nah, you need to go.
Yeah, you need to go. I'm done with you. And then that's the end of the movie.
No. She goes to leave to go back to New York and she hands over her passport. And when she opens up her passport, we see that her name is literally Jane. And then the closing scene is Jude Law at the fucking factory or wherever the sawmill, what'd you call it?
They're like in a memorial garden.
Yeah, but you called it
the malt vinegar factory.
Malt vinegar factory. And he finds the name, the alias that she was going on one of the fucking doomstones in there.
Yep, on one of the doomstones. It's right there on the doomstone. It's for everyone memorial. To see. She lifted the name from the doomstone right at the malt vinegar factory. And then she goes back to New York while guys ogle her as she walks down the street.
Well, she's got long hair and no bra, so...
I can't recommend this movie enough. This is one of my favorite movies we've watched for this podcast ever, if not the favorite.
That's crazy.
I thought it was really good. I recommended it to some people who watched it today. They were like, dude, this movie's fucking incredible.
We rented it for $3.99. So
and it's worth every penny. You guys should check it out, and we'll see you next week. Thank you for listening. We hope you have a great week. Or actually, we'll see you on Wednesday or Thursday.
Oh, we've been watching Big Brother. If any of you guys watch Big Brother, let us know.
Yeah, that's why this episode's delayed, because I'm not going to lie, I fell down a Big Brother hole.
Yeah, we've been getting caught up.
I'm so deep in a Big Brother hole right now, dude.
Yeah, woo.
I'm living inside the Big Brother hole.
He's in that hole deep.
Big Brother didn't eat yesterday. That's how
in preparation
far I am into the Big Brother hole. So
also, if you haven't started watching it yet, it's not too late because it's only been like 3 or 4 episodes. So
you should watch it. Check out this season of Big Brother on CBS.
Unsponsored.
Brought to you by your friends at the Weed Cap. Lauren, say goodbye to the folks at home.
Bye, guys.
tech deck, wet fingers, sex with singers, totally jet set the zinger.
Pesky clinger next to linger and lingerie made by Ann Taylor. Handstand a standard Camaro with Santana.
Banana peel slipping, I feel women in menopause.
Handle these sick and